On December 26, 1900, the ship Hesperus arrived at Eilean Moor Island in the Flannan Isles off the coast of Scotland to relieve 3 lighthouse keepers. When Captain Joseph Moore landed on the island, he discovered that all 3 men, Thomas Marshall, James Ducat, and Donald MacArthur, had completely vanished. Inside the lighthouse, everything looked strange. The clock had stopped. A meal remained untouched on the table, as if the 3 men had just stood up and left in the middle of eating. A chair was overturned, but there were no signs of struggle or break-in. The lighthouse lamp was cleaned, showing they had still completed their duties before disappearing. The official log stopped on December 15th. According to some controversial sources, unofficial entries were describing a strange storm, even though weather stations recorded no bad weather, and mentioning that Ducat was unusually silent, Marshall was crying, and all 3 were praying. Completely abnormal behavior for these hardened men. Outside, 2 of the 3 oilskin coats had disappeared, but the 3rd still hung on its hook, suggesting the 3rd person left without wearing protective clothing in the harsh weather. At the West Landing area, ropes and equipment were damaged, but the East Landing remained intact. The official investigation concluded the 3 men may have been swept out to sea by a large wave, but this theory has many inconsistencies. Experienced lighthouse keepers would never allow all 3 to leave the lighthouse simultaneously, especially in bad weather due to strict regulations. No bodies were ever found, and no satisfactory explanation exists. The most terrifying aspect is how the 3 men disappeared suddenly in the middle of a meal, leaving everything as if they intended to return, along with entries about abnormal behavior and a non-existent storm. Over a century later, this disappearance remains one of the unsolved maritime mysteries. Like and subscribe for the next videos.